And this has been on my list of tasks and things I needed to do, was to do my LinkedIn profile. I had a LinkedIn so long ago. I hated using it because it was just work that I was really just copying the same content on different platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Nothing was different. It was all the same and just getting repurposed or just reposted. Not even repurposed, just reposted. And yeah, I just wasn't using LinkedIn how I should have been. And instead of just deactivating my account, I just deleted it, got rid of it all. That was silly. That was years ago. And so now I got to start over. And I needed to literally start from scratch. So I did. I went through and started adding to my education, which I realized, oh yeah, I did go to university for 8 years. Like that's semi-valuable to someone who cares. and realizing that, oh, me just sending an email to a strange person from a strange email ain't really cutting it the same as I had the light bulb moment of, oh, this is why LinkedIn is valuable. Got it. So I'm going through, adding all my info, education, all my experiences, and that led me to how I opened up the show feeling like, yo, I'm him. I feel great. And the LinkedIn experience forced me to dig into just like what I've been doing over the past 10 years. And I found videos I forgot about. I found videos that I forgot I made. I found videos that I forgot people made of me. I cringe a little bit because it's my old work and the production quality is just so awful in some of this stuff. It sounds so bad. I don't know how anyone listened to Change the Narrative podcast before, because the fucking sound, it sounded atrocious. But in those moments, I realized like it didn't matter. That didn't matter. What mattered is that I was doing it, and that I have the files of doing it. I'm looking at videos like 5 years ago, interview, black and white, multiple cameras cutting back. You're like, yo, what? Oh yeah, shit, I have been doing this. I have been trying to manifest this in a way. I just was fucking distracted. Yeah. I started digging through all my old TNT food experience videos. Then I get to the transition from TNT food experience to Terrence Taylor Media. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy to see the progress. It's crazy for me to see it. So the fact that I'm building this online resume that showcases the growth, that showcases the time dedicated, that showcases the work that's been put in. It's like, yo, who cares how trash it was before? The fact is, one, people can see what it was, what it became, and where it is. And two, I did the work to improve the product. So none of the old shit matters to now, except for that it helped get to now. So that made me really excited because I'm pretty damn good. I'm motherfucking good at this shit, bro. And I saw that yesterday as a cold reminder. Not that you kind of forget. Even if you know it, but there was something about seeing some of this old work that I just go, man, you really fucking care about this. Because if you didn't, it wouldn't look how it looks now. It would look exactly how it did before. And there's some people who I know who do shit and who've done things, and I'm like, yo, you're 4 years in, and that is exactly the same. How you got a podcast that looks and sounds exactly the same? How you got how you been interviewing people and you still interviewing people over the Zoom and it sounds trash and you ain't come up with a way to edit, like, this shit just look and sounds the same. It's also why I gotta move, because a lot of that looking and sounding the same shit is acceptable here. You don't really have to work that hard to shine in Nova Scotia. You could just show up with mediocre shit, and because you're showing up, which is more than most people will do, your mediocre shit gets fucking championed. And cool, because a lot of us came to the table with mediocre shit. But at a certain point, that mediocre shit has to improve. And if I'm looking around surveying the landscape, a lot of people's mediocre shit has remained mediocre as fuck. Which then brings us all to, well, we can get away with mediocre. So why try to do better? And who is this motherfucker who thinks he can do better when we all know we can get by off mediocre? It ain't gonna work. The more I keep seeing my improvement, the less that shit is not gonna fly with me, dog. It ain't happening that way. It can't. It fucking can't. So I love this branding. This just change shit just keep coming back. Just keeps coming back in moments of like, yeah, it did change. It did get better. Change is not bad. Change is great. Switching it up is great. Growth and improvement is great. So I'm looking at this LinkedIn page like, yeah, this is not the LinkedIn page of old. And if you see my shit and you fuck with me now, yeah, I got something for you.